Before we harvest these tomatoes, let me share with you a little bit about the history. A year ago we planted tomato seeds in an egg carton. When they had become seedlings, we planted them in the garden, still in their section of the cardboard egg carton, believing that the carton would rot away. We noticed that the tomato seedlings were not developing. We wondered if the egg carton had not rotted away and was acting as a barrier to the seedling getting to the nutritious soil in the garden. So we dug out the tomato seedlings and their still intact egg carton sections, removed the egg carton section, ensured the space it came from was large enough for the seedling to be replaced. In this place we put grass clippings and a bit of soil, blood and bone, and another thin layer of soil over the top. We then planted the seedlings back in their place. From then on, they grew very well. And this is what the plants looked like after about 2 weeks. Today, September 2021, the plants look like this. They've been staked up and they're large plants. Here we are harvesting some of those tomatoes. Now you'll notice that the plant itself in spots looks very dry and sort of semi-dead. That's because the plant's very old. In February we started harvesting and we're still in September harvesting quite a few. It can take a bit of looking around to find them. They're often hidden, tucked away in places. So it can take 5 or so minutes just to find them all. You might be able to see one in there tucked away. Now it's very close to the ground, so sometimes, there's two. So sometimes if they're very red and they're close to the ground, they'll have started rotting already. So we often pick the ones close to the ground while they're still a little bit green. Now here's some behind the stake. And we're going to gather those. So we've grabbed one. And there are two there. Yep, there's the other one, but it's just a little bit green, so we'll leave him alone. Again, some more down by the ground. He's all right. And now we're outside of the netting. We've found that some of the plant kind of broke through in little gaps where the netting wasn't quite covering everything. And very healthy growth. It's new growth, very healthy, and it's providing us with new tomatoes. We harvested 17 tomatoes. This is 17 in the last week. So all up, we think since February we've been harvesting quite a few tomatoes each week, peaking at 20 per week. So our very rough estimate is that we must have picked from these two plants between 300 and 600 tomatoes just like this. Now on camera these tomatoes look a little green. They're actually redder than they look. But then after about 2 days of sitting inside, they were all very red and very ready to be eaten.